So I think my biggest success, for me personally, is some of the stuff I've been able to do in North Campus, because until I came to the world, it was kind of ignored and neglected, and we had no relationships there really. Funny enough, one of the things I regret, but I don't really regret it, but well, people can see it different ways. The policy that came to Senate around banned Donald Trump. And it was sort of one of those things where it was just like annoying. And I was like, oh God, I really don't want to. I take it with a bit of a pinch of salt in that, of course, we're never always going to agree on who shouldn't and who shouldn't be allowed. But that's also the benefit of we all have different opinions. My main thing will always be making sure that everyone, in my best ways as possible, can feel sort of feel a space where they can be in the union. And the main thing will always be that students, my first for me is students are allowed to speak. The term Generation Snowflake is a bit unfair, because what I think is happening is people are really passionate about things, and they're passionate about things that are happening in their day-to-day life. So a great example is like working class officer, which everyone goes, oh, Generation Snowflake, talking about this, talking about pronouns, but that's something that's happening in their lives, something that they can physically change and do something about. So during the debate, when it was submitted as an idea, you know, people going back and forth about the name of it. Should it be called Wine Participation Officer? I don't think that would have the same sort of zing that it does, or Access Officer. And what was really clear was the working class students in the office, in the Senate, said, I'm proud to be working class, so I want it to be called what it is we're talking about. It's really hard. I think NUS is going to go through a really, really hard time. It has been doing so for the past years, but these stories are nothing new. I went back through archives, and there's obviously a lot around Israel-Palestine at the moment, and this was the same. I think people have the right to organise. You know, people have slates and campaign teams, of course. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how politics works. But I think we should always try and hold some sort of like decency around it, and try our best to be sort of good to people and not try and slam them and bully them and harass them. Unfortunately, that happens on both sides, and I've witnessed it from both sides. I don't think anyone in there is morally like above it all, because it's constant and it does isolate people away from it. And that's one of the things that I've been constantly sort of trying to make sure is that we move away from that, but it's difficult because people are passionate. One thing that's interesting about NUS that never happened, and why I'm so sort of the Institutional Racism review kind of made a lot of sense to me is, obviously I'm black, and the one thing in terms of my whole life, no one ever judged my politics. No one assumed what my politics were by looking at me. They would ask me questions. The one thing that's strange about NUS is people assume your politics by your race. So you're in Black Students Campaign, so therefore you must be left-wing, and you're just not left-wing, you're probably hard left. And actually, it's very unfair the way that people are categorised in a way that other people aren't. I think those are one of the things that needs to change and needs to develop.
How far do you accept that anti-Semitism is an issue within student politics?
100% completely accept anti-Semitism.
And do you think it's being taken seriously as well?
I think so. I've been on trips with UJS, I've spoken to students, I've got a good dialogue with them, and I do see that anti-Semitism is on the rise in general, especially from far-right groups. It's really difficult because we are, in my mind, straddling two things of issues of politics and all the political sphere and things that are really passionate for people, and making sure that we don't cross into having political views about a group or a state, and then putting those views on individuals because they are from a certain religion, and that's really difficult. I think so. As someone who, until I got into this role, I didn't really know what it was either. I was not involved in the NUS whatsoever, and I think what's happening is they do some fantastic work. Now that I've been in it and seen what's happening, all the things that people say, like why are they not concentrating on housing, why are they not lobbying the government, it's happening. It's absolutely huge, constantly happening, and unfortunately sometimes more of the personal things overshadow a lot of the great work that's happening. I think one of the main reasons is, one, this role has completely transformed my life. The skills that you get, the things you can do and see, the places you can go, the people that you meet, I don't actually think you'll be able to have that experience in any other grad scheme or job, etc. You just need to care about some issues and want to do something around it. And I think if you do have those sort of feelings in you, then it's the best thing to do to stand, because you will never have that other opportunity, so there's nothing really to lose.